How did Jamie Kern Lima, founder of IT Cosmetics, become a self-made multimillionaire? That's what we'll cover in today's episode of How They Got Rich.
My name is Dan Henry, and when I was 16 years old, I decided that I wanted to be rich. So I studied as many wealthy entrepreneurs as I could and used what I learned to create my own successful business. The purpose of this channel is to share my research with the world and show you how they got rich.
Jamie Kern Lima is the literal it girl. This cosmetics mogul turned her problem skin and love of makeup into the multi-million-dollar company IT Cosmetics that we know and love today. Jamie's courage in the face of rejection and her refusal to quit helped to put her on the map as one of America's richest self-made women, with a net worth of $440 million. In 1977, Jamie Marie Kern was born with no silver spoons in her mouth. She possessed a natural tenacity, a passion to work hard, and a burning desire to inspire others. Those attributes pushed her to excel and to become the first member of her family to attend college. Nobody paid for her schooling. Instead, she worked for it. Whatever it took, waiting tables at Denny's, bagging groceries at Safeway, teaching gymnastics, and babysitting, Jamie paid her own way. As hard as she worked to pay bills, she worked harder to make the grade. Jamie hit the books with incredible diligence, and when she graduated from Washington State University, it was as the class valedictorian. But before she graduated, Jamie won the Baywatch College Search and Miss Washington USA pageant. Next, she would compete in the Miss USA pageant. Then, just when she was about to graduate, Jamie applied to be a cast member for the reality show Big Brother and was accepted. This on-screen role would lead to her next job as a reporter and morning news anchor for KNDU in Tri-Cities, Washington. It was this role in front of the camera that would lay the foundation for her future, because being on the news required makeup. Lots and lots of makeup. Jamie was born with a courageous spirit, serious scholastic potential, and somewhat problematic skin. That doesn't mix well with newsworthy cosmetics. To appear flawless when you have sparse eyebrows, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation, layers upon layers of makeup is needed. That much foundation and concealer results in cracking and creasing, giving the appearance of wrinkles where there are none. That was only part of her issue. Being in the spotlight put her in a position to be scrutinized. The never-ending criticism of her skin's appearance was wearing on her. By 2006, when she'd had her fill of negative comments, she quit. Meanwhile, Jamie had earned a master's in business administration from Columbia Business School. The next few years would not only put her business knowledge to use, but also seriously test her resolve and capacity for rejection. Rather than panicking, Jamie found a purpose and pursued it. She would turn years of frustration into her mission to create makeup for the average woman with skin issues. And while she was pursuing her newfound obsession, she married her future co-founder, Paulo Lima, in 2007. Sitting in their living room, the newly marrieds continued to work on their business. The two of them put together a team of dermatologists, plastic surgeons, and chemists who were extremely familiar with skin. They were developing a whole new level of coverage. The Limas began searching for buyers. Over and over, they approached different companies with their innovative technology cosmetics. Her business plan was solid, and so was her product. She refused to peddle something that was just on trend, and instead focused on a product that would deliver results. Jamie put in 100 or more hours per week working on her business. Retailer after retailer, she presented her makeup and never heard a yes. This continued for years, yet she never quit. She had a calling on her life and was compelled to chase after it. No, it's not right, it's not the right fit. Lima would hear these words from Sephora, Ulta, department stores, and QVC. Her product was not trendy, it was not chic, but Jamie Kern Lima absolutely refused to play the game. After every no, she would get on LinkedIn, find people who worked at those places, and send her product to them. Next, she'd try to sell online, so her husband and business partner built a website. Still, no orders, nothing. Jamie was convinced the site must be broken and accused her husband of building a broken website. But then the first order came in and she was dancing for joy. "That was me," her partner confessed. "I placed the order to prove to you it's not broken." Jamie wasn't amused. Fear had set in. She was crying herself to sleep, but she couldn't rest because she knew that it would change women's lives. After speaking with Alan Burke, the head honcho of cosmetics at QVC, Lima thought for sure he would get on board. He didn't. His emphatic no sent her to hide under the covers. The Limas were barely staying afloat with online orders, but Jamie's deferred hope was about to become a tree of life. A 10-minute slot on QVC. 10 minutes to ride or die. 10 minutes on which to hang all of her hopes. 10 little minutes to sell 6,000 units of concealer to keep from going under. It was a huge risk. But Jamie Kern Lima was no stranger to risk. She had made friends with risk, and she would finally put her plan into action. They had to borrow money to produce enough product, they did clinical testing, and they did everything on QVC's list to meet their rigid standards. The day came. Lima sobbed in her car and prayed to God. What she did next was unfathomable. This beauty pageant winner would bear it all on camera. QVC had a plan, and she bucked it to follow her own. Jamie would refuse to use flawless actresses and models to sell her product. Instead, she would take her makeup off and reveal her troubled skin to the world. Her bold move turned one show into 5, then 101 the following year, and 250 the year after that. And IT Cosmetics became QVC's best-selling beauty brand ever. Amid all the success, Lima never forgot her why. In the years that followed, she would turn each no into a yes. The Limas would finally move their business out of their apartment and hire 1,000 employees. When 2015 came, IT Cosmetics' net sales had reached $182 million. Jamie Kern Lima had become the it girl. In 2016, she would make history by selling IT Cosmetics to L'Oreal for $1.2 billion. Not only did she make a record-breaking sale, but she also managed to snag the honor of being the first female CEO at L'Oreal. Lima would take some of her new cash and invest it in other women's businesses as a means of encouraging them to pursue their passions. She was taking more steps into her calling, inspiring, leading, teaching, and encouraging women. A few years later, in 2019, Lima would step down as CEO, receive the 2019 Medal of Excellence from Columbia, and be listed on 2019 Forbes' 60 Richest Self-Made Women list, WWD's 50 Most Powerful Women in Beauty, Goldman Sachs' 100 Most Intriguing Entrepreneurs, and Porter Magazine's Incredible Women list. Jamie is also a member of Columbia Business School's Board of Overseers and Harvard's Women's Leadership Forum. In addition to her titles and positions, she has won numerous awards: Fashion Group International Star Award and the CEW Achiever Award, the EY Entrepreneurial Winning Women Award, and Columbia Business School's Distinguished Early Achievement Alumni of the Year Award. She is pro-women, she is pro-entrepreneur, she is pro-underdog. Jamie Kern Lima is the type of person you want in your corner. She's a fighter, she's a risk-taker, she's a warrior. Jamie Kern Lima has heard no more than most of us can comprehend. In the face of rejection and loud shouts telling her to stop, the little voice inside her was stronger. That same voice pulled her tear-stained covers back and pushed her out of her panic-stricken paralysis and compelled her to press on. This still small voice took over her own and became a roar, announcing to the world that she would never be silent. Jamie Kern Lima is a self-made woman who has painstakingly earned every penny of her $440 million net worth.
Hey, Dan Henry here, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of How They Got Rich. I created this channel because these men and women inspired me to quit my job years ago as a pizza boy and pursue entrepreneurship, which eventually led me to become a multi-millionaire. If you'd like to know more about that, you can follow me on my main YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dan Henry. But before you go, I'd like to remind you why the people on this channel are successful, as well as myself. It's because they've mastered 3 main areas of their life: business, productivity, and mindset. And that's why I've made it my life's work to help others in those 3 key areas. So here are 3 ways I can help you right now. If you own a business and you're looking to grow it, you can head over to getclients.com and learn how we built a $20 million business, as well as learn how these strategies can apply to your business. You'll find a collection of free trainings, podcasts, and blog posts on that website to help you grow your business. As well, you can grab a free copy of my book, Digital Millionaire Secrets, which is a Wall Street Journal and USA Today bestseller. You can find that on getclients.com. Number 2, you can head over to plantomorrow.com and check out the Plan Tomorrow Daily Planner. This is a planner I personally designed to make myself more productive and get things done. Because the truth is, if you want to do big things, you have to get things done. And I know this planner will help change your life like it's changed mine. For a limited time, it also comes with a free productivity class taught by me. So head over there right now and grab yourself a copy. And finally, number 3, if you're struggling with mindset, confidence, motivation, imposter syndrome, or you're just looking to develop a rock solid mindset so you can achieve more in life, then I want you to head over to howtothink.com, where we have daily mindset mentoring on how to achieve anything in life by changing the way you think. So grab a copy of your Plan Tomorrow Daily Planner now. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.